Yo, what up? Welcome to Mo Boxing No Problem. I'm Jose Ramirez Jr. I'm joined today with my co-host David, aka SportsNTunes. What's up, David?
How's it going, guys? Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. And we got a special guest with us. We got pro boxer Daniel Iceman Blancas. What's up, Daniel?
How's it going? How's it going, guys? Thank you for having me.
It's going well,
Pretty
man.
good,
Thank you so much for making the time. Really appreciate it, brother.
Trying to stay cool out here in California.
Nah, I bet, man.
Going through a heat wave.
Yeah.
Before we jump into the questions, I actually want to show a brief clip of some highlights from one of your recent fights. So let me go ahead and play that so people that don't know what Daniel Iceman Blanca is all about can get a little snippet. So let me roll that clip. All right.
He makes it look too easy.
That's a bad man in there.
and I didn't add any background music on purpose. You can actually hear the punches, man. Those are some heavy thuds in that ring, man. You got some power.
Yeah.
So the first question I got for you, Daniel, is how did you get into boxing? What got you into the sport?
Actually, I come from a family of boxers. My dad boxed. My uncle boxed. Their uncles boxed. So. Well, I guess you could say it's my blood, I always used to watch my uncle, when he would train, I'd go to the gym and then the reason I started training was because as a kid I was pretty overweight. So my dad wanted me to start losing some weight and then I started losing weight. I started liking it. I was telling my dad, I was like, you know what, I want to do this too. So I started competing and I started getting good, and well, now we're here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Similar
to what Castillo was saying on our previous interview. It's the blood calling out to the sport. It's just in the genes, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Something's in you, and you reached the pinnacle of the amateur ranks. 13-time national champion. Can you tell us a bit about your amateur career and what kind of work and sacrifices did it take to reach the top at the amateur scene?
There was definitely a lot of sacrifices that I had to make, especially from a young age. I guess you could say like I didn't really have a normal childhood because I was always in the gym. I was always training. I was always traveling to tournaments. Always cutting weight. Some of my friends would say. Like let's go out, let's go out to eat, and I'd always have to be like, nah, man, I can't. I gotta go train, I gotta go run, I gotta cut weight, I can't eat that. So all those sacrifices led up to this point, which is starting to pay off.
Yeah, nice. I mean 3-0, 1 knockouts. It's showing dividends here in the pro ranks.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. And I saw one of the names that you went up against in the amateurs was Sander Sayas, who's doing really good now with Top Rank.
Yeah.
What do you recall from that matchup?
Oh yeah, I remember that fight. He was my last fight I had at I think it was at 152 before I ended up moving up in weight, and it was a good fight. He's a great fighter, man. His pops are real good friends of mine and my dad as well. And seeing him do good in the pros is, that's awesome for him. Happy for him.
Oh yeah,
absolutely, man. That's what it's all about. What's the biggest difference you found switching from the amateurs to the pro ranks?
Apart from the no headgear and obviously no shirt, it's definitely those gloves. Those 10-ounce gloves, man. Those are crazy. They feel so small, around your fists, and every punch you feel like, damn, I'm about to hurt either my hand or my opponent, because those gloves are dangerous now.
Yeah.
10-ounce gloves.
Yeah.
The leather gloves, man.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, and I want to ask you about your promoter, Daniel. So I know you're signed with Pro Box TV. Why did you end up choosing to sign with them, and what do you think is something they bring to the table that separates them from the other promoters?
I chose to sign with them because I really liked what they had going, what our plans are, and especially our plans for the future. I felt like I was a good fit for them, and I'm really excited to see what the future brings for us because we just started off, and right now we're making some noise, but in the future I feel like it's really gonna take off, and I'm really proud and excited to be a part of this.
Right on. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, Davis.
Yeah, I don't take anything away from that. I mean, Triller Fight Club's been doing good. All the other fighting streaming service, they're all doing pretty well. So why not? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
There's always
and we got big
opportunities.
names too, you know.
That's right.
Yeah, I saw the roster in Pro Box TV. It's legit. So they'll be making noise in no time.
Yeah, and we have a great broadcasting team as well. So that
Nice.
it's gonna be awesome.
All right, we got Tupac 13 giving you some props for that nice knockout. That's definitely impressive. One of more to come. Wanted to ask you about your height. So on BoxRec, you're listed at 6'3", which is pretty big for super middleweight. I think the average for the top guy is around 6 feet. So what's that additional height advantage bring to the table and kind of make your fights a bit easier?
Yeah, definitely. That this height is I've been blessed with good genes, so this height I'm definitely grateful for it, and I got to stay behind that jab more. I got more distance. Got these longer arms that I could put to use.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Just control the fight through the outside. Don't let them get inside, because that's when it gets trouble right there.
Yep.
Exactly. And another big guy in that division, super middleweight, is Dave Benavidez, who you've actually sparred with for one of his camps. What can you tell me about that experience with those sparring from Dave Benavidez? What did you learn from it?
I learned a lot. It was definitely a great learning experience for me. It's not every day that you get to share the ring with a two-time world champion. So it was definitely an awesome experience. I really did learn a lot from him, and I was very grateful to have that opportunity and that.
Does he go that as hard in sparring as he goes in his fights, man? Does he hit pretty hard in sparring?
Yeah, he does. He's a beast, man.
Yeah. I actually have him as one of the top guys in the division, and not boogeyman, but guy that seems like they seem to avoid. Guys don't really want to fight him.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can see why, man. He's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's that old saying too, like in sparring, it's iron sharpens iron. So you definitely want to go be in there with the best to improve yourself for the ring debut. Another thing that I find super cool, Daniel, is that your dad is also your trainer. Is there another dad son combo in the pro boxing scene that you kind of look to for inspiration as like I want to be like I want to be like those guys?
Yeah, of course. The other teams like Virgil Ortiz and his dad, Lomachenko and his dad. Those are two of our favorite fighters, me and my dad. So we look up to them, and we're like, one day that's gonna be us. We just have to keep focused, keep staying dedicated, keep grinding.
Yep, Danny Garcia and his dad, Sean Porter and his dad.
Garcia, yep.
Yeah. As long as you guys get along well, and you know what he's trying to see, he's trying to look out for the best for you. And as long as there's no conflict, I mean, we've seen crazy people in the past. Mayweather and his dad didn't get along.
Right. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I'm excited for that too.
Yeah.
Question from Tupac 13 is he taller than Fundora? I think Fundora is a little bit taller, right? Is it
Fundora is like 6'6", I think.
I think that's 6'6". Yeah,
I just like watching his fights because he's so tall.
3 inches on me.
tall and lanky.
Yeah, that's what makes his fights interesting. Just seeing this big dude in the ring.
Yeah, absolutely. And then Daniel, you're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. There's some names that have come out of there and become pro, but what can you tell us about the pro boxing scene in Milwaukee? Oh, yeah, I think maybe we had Daniel freeze for a second. All right, you back, Daniel?
Sorry, what was that? I couldn't. It like cut off a little.
Your life a little bit. No worries, Daniel. My question is, you're from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and there's been some names that have, gone pro from that region. What can you tell me about the pro scene in Milwaukee?
Yeah, you said I'm from Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, you're from Milwaukee. Like, how's the scene? How's the pro boxing scene in Milwaukee?
Oh, he's trying to ask, what is it like in Milwaukee in the pro scene?
It's
What is
definitely
it like out
growing,
there?
especially from my gym. We have some guys coming up in the ranks. We got yeah. It's growing. It's growing. It's getting way bigger now. Now there's a lot more.
Am I also lagging for you, David? Or
No,
no?
I think it might just be either.
Oh,
All right.
yeah. It's good.
It's good.
So,
We're good.
Yeah. We're getting there. Milwaukee's getting put on.
Yeah, and then he doesn't have to be go that far for sparring. Chicago, Illinois is not too far away.
Yeah.
What's the furthest you've gone for sparring, Daniel?
Furthest, probably. I mean, we've been to Detroit. We've been to Ohio. We've been all over. We go everywhere for sparring.
That's right.
Get it where you can get it.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. And then it's super middleweight, the division you plan to campaign at and win a title.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay.
Hopefully, as long as I can hold this weight and keep staying here and keep staying strong, then I'm gonna stay here. And then until my body says it's time to go up, then I'll have to move up.
Yeah. Adding a little bit to what it's like in Milwaukee, what is it like for Hispanic people? How is it? Is there a lot of raza out there?
Man, there's a lot of raza out here, man. When I tell people I'm from Milwaukee, they're like, "Oh, I didn't know there was like Mexicans up there." I'm like, "Man, if only you knew." It's like we got a big group over here. It's a lot.
They have them running all the crops out there, huh?
Yeah.
Yep. That's right.
So, man, and really digging the flag behind you, man. Repping Mexico.
Yes, sir. Always,
Mexico. How do you prepare for your fights? Are you the type of person that watches video on your upcoming opponents, or do you kind of leave that to your dad and you just focus on what you can do and to improve?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. It just depends, But all I do is just we just work hard and we just take it from there.
Nice.
Absolutely. And then, who's been the hardest puncher you've been in the ring with, either in pro boxing or in sparring?
Probably Benavidez.
Yeah,
that power.
I would agree.
David was like, I was expecting that answer.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man. You seen what he does to guys, man.
Facts.
His fights don't really go the distance as often.
Yeah,
that's very true. Very true. All right, Daniel. My next question for you is: who was your favorite boxer growing up?
There's a few of them. Most definitely Julio Cesar Chavez, Juan Manuel Marquez. A bunch of the Mexican legends, of course, Mayweather, Lomachenko. Also, I'd say who's that one Japanese? He's Japanese, I think. They call him the Monster, right? Noah.
Oh, Inoue.
Inoue, yeah.
Naya Inoue.
Yeah, him, a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in my pound for pound list.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which before we get to that question, I actually want to get the two-part question here. Who's one fighter that you would like to fight in the future?
Benavidez.
Right. Man, that would be a good one too. Mexican Beast versus Mexican Beast.
Yeah,
that'd be an honor. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. I can see him fight against the Charlos. Any of them. Which one's the one that fights at Harrier? Is it Jamal?
Jamal. Yeah.
Yeah, Big Charlo. Yeah, I think that's him.
Get him, bro. That's all you right there.
Yeah.
That's a good division, man. What are your thoughts on the super middleweight division? Obviously we got Canelo holding all the belts, but you got Plant, Durrell, Morrell Jr., Benavidez. You know, the list goes on. And
Yeah.
now we throw your name in the mix.
Sheesh.
Yeah,
That's a good one right there.
it's a great. You know, it's stacked. So there always gonna be good fights in that weight class.
So some exciting fights, definitely.
Of course.
And who's currently your number one pound for pound fighter?
Right now, currently, I'd say, even though Canelo took a L to Bivol, you know, I still got him up there, man. He's got it.
Yep, that's what Castillo said too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's number two. He's number, because I did have to take him down because of that loss, but I mean his resume is just so impressive.
Yeah.
So I couldn't knock him down too far from number one. You know, he's definitely accomplished so much in sport.
Yeah.
Give him about a year, he'll probably be up at number one again.
Yeah,
probably.
See that too.
If he stays at 68, most def.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to stay lower than 175, huh?
Yeah. Nah. don't move up.
Yeah, no.
Then Daniel, do you watch a lot of fights? Do you consider yourself a boxing fan?
Yeah, I do. You know, sometimes I'll just be, you know, see which fights are happening, and I'll just watch them. Cause you know, I always like seeing the fights.
That's awesome. Yeah, we get mixed opinions from pro fighters. Some just don't watch any fights because they're just can get enough with their own. And others are complete fans of the sport. So I want my next question is now. I want you kind of to put your crystal ball and your fan hat to kind of predict some potential matchups and who would win at those matchups. So the first one I want to ask you, and this is probably gonna be a tough one here. You know, we heard Dave Benavidez say recently that he would move up to 175 to fight Arthur Beterbiev and Bivol. So my first question is, who would win out of Benavidez versus Beterbiev?
Man, that would be a war. That'd be a war.
Yeah.
I feel like if Benavidez gets a fight or two in at 175, so he can get a feel for it and everything, and then he fights Beterbiev, then he could definitely, you know, come out with a win.
And is that a fight you see ending in a knockout one way or another?
Most likely, yeah. They both come to destroy, man. They're two animals in there, two warriors.
It's gonna be a battle of the chins right there. See who has the stronger chin.
That too.
So, all right, we got Skywalker. What's up, Skywalker?
What up, Skywalker? That's our homeboy Tim.
That's our homeboy, man. All right, the next one I want to ask you. So we talked about Big Charlo, Charlo. He was originally supposed to fight Jaime Munguia before that deal fell through. If it was to happen, who would win out of Charlo versus Jaime Munguia?
Man, that's also a great fight. I mean, I was really hoping that fight was gonna go through. I feel like Charlo would end up winning the first half of the fight, I should say. But then I think Munguia would end up winning the fight decision. I think I could see that because Munguia's power is like the real deal.
Right.
So yeah.
I see it more as a really good test for Munguia. I feel like Munguia really hasn't had that much of a challenge in his fights, so that would actually be a really good test for him to see if he's really up to par with the elite level of boxing.
Oh yeah, of course. The Charlo brothers, they're real good boxers, man. Their technique, their everything. That'll be a really, really good test for Munguia too.
Yeah,
absolutely. And then the last fight that I want you to kind of predict, Devin Haney obviously right now is at 135 and he has the rematch with Cambosos. But let's say he moves up to 140 pounds and he fights Teofimo Lopez. Who would win out of Haney versus Teofimo?
You're asking great questions today. These are good fights. Damn, that's another good one. Haney's just like his boxing is just so amazing. Like he's just so sharp and everything. So, but Teofimo he comes to fight too, and that power. So if they both grow at 140, that's gonna be a tough one too.
Yeah, it's gonna be a mega fight for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
And talking about fights, Daniel, has your next fight already been scheduled?
Yeah, I think it's looking most likely towards October.
October.
Yeah,
Any idea on the venue?
Not yet.
It's
Just
still
got the
TBD?
date. Yeah,
Do you know where, or you don't know where
No,
yet?
not yet. No, so he's
not
just
yet.
tentative
Maybe
October.
most likely in Tampa, Florida again.
Okay. Nice. Hopefully you come out to California, man, closer to us, so we don't have to go too far.
Yeah. Hopefully in the future, I'd love to come out to Cali.
Yeah, or Vegas at least. Vegas not too
Yeah,
far.
of course.
We'll make the road trip for Vegas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see a lot of fighters actually move. They come out to Vegas and they just stay there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's a big boxing scene over in Vegas.
Yeah, some good gyms out there.
Of course.
All right. Well, the last question I have for you, Daniel, what are your interests and hobbies outside of boxing? What are you into?
Outside of boxing, I like to, I'd say I just like to chill with my family. I like to play other sports too for fun, to take my mind away from boxing. Sometimes it's good to do that too. I like to play basketball, football with my friends.
Can you dunk?
And yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
6'3", why not, huh?
Yes, sir. Exactly. Got to use this height.
He's of course I can dunk.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, basketball's fun. I like basketball.
Yeah, basketball's fun.
That's awesome.
We're evolving now. Mexicans used to be short, but now we're becoming bigger.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm only 5'10", so when I play basketball, I had to do the hook shot, so I wouldn't get blocked.
Yeah.
That's my go-to.
Oh yeah.
Awesome. All right. Well, I started putting the banner with your IG where people can find you. But what's a message you want to say in closing to your fans, and then where can people look for you in the future and keep up with your boxing career?
Yeah. To everyone showing love and support, thank you. And we're taking it step by step, and we'll get there to becoming a world champion.
Yeah.
Absolutely, brother. Keep up the hard work, and looking forward to your next fight.
Thank you, guys, and thanks again for having me.
No, man, thank you. Thanks for the opportunity. I love how everybody tells us thank us. No, man, it's thank you guys. You guys are the ones that share your busy schedule with us. We appreciate all your hard work, and then you guys still have the time to show us some love too, man. We really appreciate that from the heart.
Thank you guys.
Absolutely, man. So in our interview, you're so early in your career. Like I said, it's only a matter of time before you have ESPN and all the other networks knocking and want to interview you.
We can do another one a year from now and see,
Yeah, next time it's going to be more titles right next to the flag right
there. Yeah. Instead of this one, it's going to be a WBC.
Oh, there you go, people.
Sweet. All right, and we got one last thing from Tupac 13. So he says he wants to shout out to his son Blaze and Tupac. So
special shout out to Blaze and Tupac.
Yeah. Shout out to Tupac and his son Blaze, man. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim over there cooking us some burgers over there and some steaks too.
I got hungry when that comment came in. So Tupac, Skywalker, thank you guys for joining in. Daniel, again, it was a pleasure. Thank you so much for making the time, brother.
Appreciate it too, guys. Thank you.
One love, bro.
One love.
Right, take care, guys.
All right, take care.
All right, people. Like and subscribe. Don't forget.
All right, peace.
Peace.
Peace.